The old man rose before dawn, as he had done for most of his life. The wooden floor of the mountain temple was cold beneath his feet. Outside, mist rested quietly among the pine trees. He carried no sword now, only a small bundle of scrolls tied with worn thread. He walked to the veranda and sat facing the valley. Before opening a single scroll, he waited. He listened to the wind move through the bamboo. He watched light slowly touch the hills. Only when his breath settled did he read. Each scroll had been read many times before. Some lines he knew by heart. Still he read them again, slowly, patiently. He did not rush to finish. He did not read to collect knowledge. He read to return to himself. When a sentence struck his mind, he stopped. He closed his eyes. He let the words echo. Sometimes he would read only one page in the entire morning. Sometimes one line was enough. Long ago, he had been a samurai in service of a lord. He had learned that strength alone was not enough. Many strong men fell because their minds were shallow. The sword obeyed the mind. The mind obeyed its habits. Reading, he learned, was not about speed. It was about alignment. Words shaped thought. Thought shaped action. Action shaped fate. As the years passed, his reading grew quieter. Fewer scrolls, deeper attention. When he felt anger rise, he read. When he felt lost, he read. When he felt proud, he read. Each time, the words did not change. He did. In the modern world, reading often feels very different. Books pile up unread. Articles scroll past in seconds. Many people read to finish, to feel productive, to say they know. Yet, the ancient approach was never about consumption. It was about cultivation. The old samurai did not ask how many scrolls he could read in a year. He asked how deeply a single idea could enter his life. This way of reading connects closely to the Japanese principle of Kaizen. Kaizen means continuous improvement through small, steady steps. It is not about dramatic change. It is about quiet progress that compounds over time. Applied to reading, Kaizen shifts the focus from volume to consistency and depth. You read a little. You reflect a little. You improve a little. Over time, your thinking changes. One powerful habit rooted in this principle is reading every day, even if only for a short time. In Japan, daily rituals matter more than occasional intensity. 10 minutes each day shapes the mind more than 2 hours once a month. A modern example is a busy office worker who reads 2 pages every night before sleep. He does not try to finish books quickly. After a year, he has read several books and, more importantly, he has built a calm nightly rhythm that replaces mindless scrolling. Another habit is rereading the same material multiple times. In many cultures, rereading feels like wasted time. In Japanese learning traditions, repetition deepens understanding. The old samurai returned to the same scrolls because each stage of life revealed new meaning. A university student today might reread one chapter of a philosophy book each month. On the first reading, she understands the surface. On the second, she notices structure. On the third, she sees herself reflected in the ideas. Reading slowly is another practice that truly works. Speed reading promises efficiency, but it often sacrifices connection. Slow reading allows the nervous system to relax. It invites insight. A modern reader might choose to read without background music or notifications. He reads one paragraph at a time. When his mind wanders, he pauses. Over time, his ability to focus improves, not only in reading but in conversation and work. Another important habit is stopping when something resonates. The old samurai often closed his scroll mid-page. He knew when enough was enough. Modern readers often push through even when their mind is full. A thoughtful reader might stop after a powerful sentence and write it down. She might sit quietly for a moment. This transforms reading into dialogue rather than intake. Kaizen also teaches the value of environment. The place where you read shapes how you read. The samurai chose silence and simplicity. Today, someone might create a small reading corner with minimal distractions. No phone, no noise. Just a chair and a book. This small change can dramatically increase comprehension and enjoyment. Another habit that aligns with this philosophy is reading with intention. Not reading everything, but reading what matters now. The samurai did not read random scrolls. He read what addressed his current inner state. A modern example is a young entrepreneur who chooses books based on present challenges. When facing burnout, she reads about balance. When facing fear, she reads about courage. Reading becomes guidance, not entertainment. Writing after reading is another quiet but powerful practice. In traditional learning, reading and writing were inseparable. Writing clarifies thought. A modern reader might keep a small notebook. After reading, he writes one sentence about what stayed with him. Over time, this habit sharpens memory and personal insight. These habits work because they respect the mind. They do not overwhelm it. They allow growth to happen naturally. Kaizen reminds us that mastery is not a sudden leap. It is a series of almost invisible steps. In a world obsessed with speed and quantity, this approach feels almost rebellious. Yet it produces lasting change. The old samurai did not seek to know everything. He sought to become someone shaped by wisdom. When you adopt these reading habits, your relationship with knowledge shifts. Books stop being trophies. They become companions. You stop chasing summaries. You start listening. Reading becomes less about finishing and more about forming. Over time, you notice subtle changes. Your thoughts slow down. Your reactions soften. You choose words more carefully. You begin to sense when to act and when to wait. This is not because you read more. It is because you read better. The old man at the temple never spoke of his practice as special. To him, it was simply the way things were done. Improvement was not forced. It was allowed. In modern life, you may feel overwhelmed by information. You may feel behind. These feelings often come from trying to consume too much too fast. Kaizen offers another path. One page, one idea. One quiet moment each day. Reading in this way is not about escaping the world. It is about meeting it with a clearer mind. Each habit builds on the last. Each small effort compounds. You do not need to change your entire life. You need to change how you sit with words. When you do, words will begin to shape you. The samurai knew that the sharpest blade was useless without awareness. In the same way, a full bookshelf means little without attention. Reading is training for the mind. How you read is how you live. As you close a book slowly, as you let a sentence settle, you step into a quieter strength. You become someone who listens before acting, someone who grows without noise. You are no longer a collector of information. You are a practitioner of understanding. True reading does not add to who you are. It reveals who you are becoming. If these ideas slowed your mind, leave a like and subscribe to Mind Booked for more reading-related wisdom shaped by samurai discipline and Japanese philosophy. If a single sentence stayed with you, share it in the comments. Reading is a path. Walking it together gives it meaning.